Good Morning Delaware is powered by DART, Delaware's transit service. Moving forward.
Hello there. Welcome to this important edition of Good Morning Delaware. I am Chris Bruce from King Creative, and next to me, joined in the studio, is Stephanie Bradley from the House of Bradley. She's a PR strategist, and today we're talking about a new book that one of her clients just came out with, 8 Days Till Sunday, again by Sundy Carter. What is the message of this book? Why is it so important?
So the most important message about this book is that unhealed children become unhealed adults. And you have to remember that secrets will keep you sick.
Man, that's powerful. So those secrets that we're holding in are making us sick. So the sooner that you deal with those secrets, the sooner you address them, share them, the better we'll be.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Focusing on your mental health, opening your eyes up to getting therapy, seeking therapy, and understanding that we can't always heal ourselves. We need to use the resources that are available to us, because not only do secrets keep you mentally sick, they affect your overall health. So
don't hold on to those secrets.
That's right.
That's the advice right here.
Yes.
You know, Stephanie Bradley from the House of Bradley. But your client, Sundy Carter, is here in studio.
Yes, she is.
And we have an incredible discussion lined up for you with Big Ive sitting down with Sundy Carter. So stay tuned. You are in the right place, the place you maybe didn't even know you needed to be. So we're glad you're here with us for this very important message. Thanks to Good Morning Delaware, coming to you right now, Big Ive and Sundy Carter.
Good morning, Delaware. What's going on? Welcome. Thank you for coming. Today it's a special episode. It's about healing. It's about just dealing with that emotion inside of you and how can it affect you as a child and go untalked about, if you will, and then to now you're an adult and what do? I have the pleasure of sitting down with Sundy Carter, and today we hope to change one life with this dear message. Sundy, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
So a lot of people don't know, they seen Sundy Carter in movies such as State Property and Basketball Wives, but they don't know Sundy.
No.
Right. So today we're going to talk about Sundy, we're going to talk about the book, but most of all, we're going to talk about the things that's in the book, the healing that are taking place, has taken place, the childhood, and what brought us up to this moment. Is that all right with you?
I'm fine with it. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's
so for the
talk
people
about
that
it.
don't know, who's Sundy Carter?
Today, now, sitting in front of you. Okay, Sundy Carter is a narcissist abuse survivor. Sundy Carter is a mother. Sundy Carter is a published author. Sundy Carter is a producer. Sundy Carter is a domestic violence advocate. Sundy Carter is a Jill of all trades.
Before this Sunday,
who
was Sundy before?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Sundy was pretty demonic.
What do you mean?
Just my soul was empty. I was a person that didn't really have a spiritual connection with God. Although I was born into, Christianity, and I'm Muslim now, but I just was an empty soul. And so I just equate that to just being like demonic, just because of my behaviors and just the patterns and just all of the trauma that I self-inflicted within myself.
Right. So you got a new book.
Yes.
8 Days to Sunday, and it talks about everything. So let's travel back.
Okay.
Let's travel back when you first started being who you changed.
Yes.
Right. How were you then?
So, let me just talk about the change.
Okay.
So I had a mental breakdown. That's the beginning of the book. So once I had that mental breakdown, I knew that God gave me another chance to do something different with my life. So it was only then that I just tried to, you know, make the transition into being who I was called here to be, which is a healer, right? And so I didn't know that then. And this was only like, I want to say like less than 3 years ago. So that's when the mental break, that's when the mental break happened, and that's when everything just kind of just came full circle to where I had to sit down, do the internal work, and realize, wow, I don't want to be that person anymore.
Wow.
So yeah.
Being this person that you said you was demonic, I know it's some stuff, and I don't like to use the word demonic, right?
Well, I kind of do,
Okay,
because I'm just going to call it what it is.
I'm going to call it what it is.
Yes.
There were some things that brought you here, right?
Yes.
And one of them was molestation,
Yes.
right? Can we talk a little bit about that? Like,
Absolutely.
because there's a lot of people today that are dealing with it, never addressed it, but dealing with it, and in silence. Take me back then, like, and I who did it?
Yeah.
Take me there.
So I was about 10 or 11, and my babysitter, she was a female teenager, and she molested me. Yeah. And my parents, they trusted her, and we would go there, you know, some weekends out of the month, and it was just one of those things where the initial abuse took place, and I was afraid to kind of tell and talk about it because I was threatened. Like, if you do, these are the repercussions for that. So it was just jail, and, you know, your parents are going to get in trouble, or I'm going to, you know, do something to your sister. So for me, I wanted to protect my sister. I wanted to protect myself, obviously, and my family. I just wanted to, you know, so I just felt like, well, okay, if I do this and I participate, I could save my sister and I could save, you know, my parents. So I didn't say anything until I was in like, my mid-40s.
Wow.
Yeah.
So she had you threatened and used it against you. Did you, like, after that time, how many times was it? Was it consistent?
It was pretty consistent. It was pretty consistent. It was crazy because I started to like it. Like, after, you know, a certain time, like, I don't know, I just started to like the abuse. I don't know why. It just started to feel good after a while.
Did the abuse affect, like, as an adult, relationships?
Oh my God, absolutely. Because I feel like, so now it wasn't a point where I like hated women, just like sexually. I think I thought I would be attracted to women because of, you know, because of the abuse, but I'm not. So what I did was I took it out on men. So I did the opposite, and I was very promiscuous. So, and it was just a form of control for me, you know, to like deal with different men and just manipulate and just do all the things and just kind of just ghost these people.
Do you feel that it took a bit of power away from you?
Yeah.
A bit of, like, a piece of you?
It definitely did, yeah.
What advice would you give someone that is going through that exact thing right now, of like just even holding it and not saying anything? Because what I'm seeing is there's a pattern. There's a lot of people our age, right, that something happened in the dark and never addressed it and held on to it for years. What advice would you give them? And then when you started talking about it, did it set you free?
Not really. Okay. Not at first.
Okay.
But because I started talking about it before even writing the book. I started my healing journey prior to writing the book. Right. So it didn't really set me free initially, but the advice that I would give is to speak up. Just speak up. Because that's the advice that I would give myself. You know, if I would have spoke up, then I probably would have been able to get the help that I needed to just help me through and process everything instead of internalizing everything. And then, you know, it would have just helped me understand that it wasn't my fault. So I think for myself, because I thought that it was my fault, and I think a lot of other victims think that, you know, well, maybe I deserved it. Maybe this was my fault. Maybe, you know, I shouldn't say anything. And then the judgment of if I do say something, are they going to believe me? You know, or because we just had a conversation yesterday, and a good friend of mine told me that, you know, something personal happened to him, and he internalized it and spoke up about it later. And then, I think initially he said that he spoke up about it, and then he wasn't like believed, like his parents didn't believe him. And then when he got older, the same thing. So it's like, kind of damn if you do and damn if you don't. How do you speak up if people aren't going to believe you?
So you held this for years.
For years.
And no one ever
and
knew
nobody.
anything.
Well, I feel like some people might have known something because my behavior changed.
Okay.
I went into just like a shell. I wouldn't really say much, and my character kind of just changed. So I would think just as parents, you would know, like, oh, she's acting different. And so I kind of held on to that too, and just kind of like blaming my parents, like, how don't they know what happened?
Yeah.
You know?
You expected them to know,
I
like
expected
something you
them to
expected
know.
them to know.
Yeah.
All right, that was 10 years old, right? What happened around 15 in high school?
Oh my gosh. Well, I lost my virginity at 14. So that was pretty crazy and traumatic. And then that happened, and then once I got into that, the sexual part of it, then it was just like no holds barred from there.
Was you angry at that time? It was.
I was always angry. Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't stop probably being angry until I think I initially started talking about it.
Yeah.
And then once I started writing the book, and I realized, like, wow, I have to write this in detail. So that's why it's so descriptive. You can smell the just the taste, just the weather, just everything was just so important to me that I recreate that, and I realized, like, wow, like this really happened to me, and I think I really started healing in that moment of the writing.
I love it. You get married, right? There's a lot of other stuff inside the book. Trips to Atlantic City.
Oh yeah, it's for the Gucci shop. I was popping it. I was popping it. Okay,
let's talk about that. Let's stay there.
I was doing my big one back then. I was the it girl.
You was the it girl?
I was that girl.
Okay,
yes.
so let's talk about that.
Yes.
Like, because in the book it was talking about, you know, some of the guys that you I hate to, I don't want to say it out loud, but
we'll say it out loud.
You set up.
I did.
Like,
and I feel terrible. This is what I'm saying. I feel terrible about the thing. See, that's pretty demonic.
Yeah.
That is because the person that I actually set up, he trusted me. This was a friend of mine.
Wow.
Yeah. But it's kind of like a catch-22. I can't tell you what happened with that and why, but it was a reason. His character wasn't really...
Understood.
You know.
Wow, okay.
But I still take accountability.
You take accountability.
Yeah, all of it. Full accountability, yes.
You get married. We're going to fast forward a little bit around Basketball Wives, and you get married. You get married, and you find yourself in a relationship that you did not believe was going to be the fairy tale, white picket fence, white wedding dress marriage. A narcissist, domestic violence. Like, when did that start? Like, were there signs about it? Because we want to make sure that this platform is used to let people get help. You know, 'cause at the end of the show, you will see a number for the domestic violence hotline. But were there signs leading up to it? And if there were, did you overlook them?
I did. Because you know what's crazy about a narcissist? They come in and they mirror every single thing that you do. So it's kind of like you feel like you're falling in love with your twin flame, or you're falling in love with like your soulmate, but really what they're doing is they're mirroring you, so you're falling in love with yourself. So that's why it's so hard to leave, because you wouldn't leave yourself. You understand? At the end of the relationship, I was like deep in love with myself. I was doing everything. I was pouring into this person, and he was mirroring every single thing back initially. And then once I was like, wow, like we like everything the same. Everything was the same. Like we had the same, just everything, likes, dislikes, anything you could think of. And then subtle little
like what? Like what? Subtle what? Take me back.
Like let me take you back. Like, okay, so then in that love bomb stage, which is the initial stage, these narcissists, they'll drop a sprinkle of devalue just to test you to see like what's your confidence like, or you know, they do, because it's all intentional. Any narcissist, when they come in with a plan to destroy you. They never loved you because they don't love themselves. So how could they? They always have an intention, an ill intention. So the love bomb phase, then you're going to get a little sprinkle of the devalue. So one thing he did was he had told me like, well, you're not the prettiest girl I've ever dated.
Wow.
I'm like, I'm sorry.
Wow.
You're not the most handsome guy.
And he's your husband at this point, right?
No, he's not. This is my boyfriend.
Okay.
Or not even like, he was trying to be my boyfriend at this point, but he said that. And then he's like telling me like, I don't really like your hair color like that. Why do you wear it so dark? And I'm like, it's just little things that will make you kind of like question, like, should I color my hair? He told me that his ex, he said the same thing, and she colored her hair. So she switched her identity in the way she looked for him. So that's a form of control, right? So that's fine. And then we had great times. Then it goes to a little bit of devalue. And if you don't check the devalue, that's just giving that person permission to devalue you. Exactly, devalue you some more.
Right.
So he'd ruined every single relationship, between me, my mother, my kids, my friends, anybody that you could think of, and then isolated me and moved me to Houston from California.
Moved you away from everyone. So now you have to depend on him.
I'm just depending on him now. So that's the isolation part of it. And it's all narcissists. They all do this exact same thing. So he took me through the exact same pattern, but I just had no idea what I was dealing with. He was so nice, and it was just a whirlwind of fantasy in the beginning. Perfection.
When did it turn into a nightmare?
When we moved to Houston. 6 months in, my parents, nobody, my support system wasn't around, and that's when the real devalue, he's calling me out of my name, he's physically abusing me, he's devaluing me every 5 seconds, the gaslighting, the future faking, like the manipulation.
What's future faking? What's future
future faking is when he would used to like, we would get into an argument and he would take me through this neighborhood because I dream out loud really big. Like, I love this neighborhood. I want to build a house here, right?
Future faking.
So he would take me to this neighborhood because he wants me to think that we're going to do this together. Like, but he never had an intention. Bro, you are cheating with a whole brothel of women living a quadruple life, with all sorts of different types of women that don't have anything or any like comparison to me, no disrespect, but like crackheads and like probably men. And I mean, it was crazy.
Wow.
And the reason why that is narcissistic is because narcissists, they just need supply. They don't care who gives it to them.
Who gives it to them, right? It's a fuel.
It's just a fuel that they get to just be validated. And once you can do that, they'll sleep with anybody. They don't care. There's no filter.
So 6 months in, you move to Houston, and that's when the true color, everything
So
hits the
Dr.
floor.
Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, completely switched. He wouldn't allow my mother, she couldn't visit, my father, like he wouldn't allow anybody into the house.
And so I was going through some of your social media clips, and I love them because you can just see the power of you just like when you first decided to leave, and it starts off with "Hey Sunshines," right? Hey Sunshines, and so there was one on there that you were talking about being an addict to the Xanax, getting hooked on Xanax, right? Was that before or during the marriage?
That was before.
Okay.
So the Xanax, the crazy part about it is I had been on Xanax for years. That was my coping mechanism for all just the pain. The pain, just all the pain.
Right.
The molestation and everything that I had self-inflicted on myself along the years. So that was a crazy addiction as well. And the mental break is what got me off of the Xanax. I had to do a medical detox.
Okay. Was that hard for you?
Absolutely. Yeah. It was the hardest thing. It was like worse than childbirth, I think.
Wow.
It was crazy. I wanted to like die a junkie.
Did you?
Yes, because I just didn't care. I got to a point where my life just felt so empty that I was like, I don't even really, not that I want to kill myself, but indirectly I kind of was trying to do that, taking the Xanax like how I was,
How many were you at a day?
Like 10, 15 sometimes.
Wow, that's strong to say I wanted to die a junkie.
Yeah.
To just all that pain.
Yeah, just
the sex,
whatever.
the abuse. Now, prior to your husband with the domestic violence, were there other men in your life that had domestic violence tendencies or did it?
Well, I went through one other relationship that got physical, but that was it. But this was my second one.
And that was enough.
And that was enough.
When was enough for you?
Enough was enough. It wasn't even the physical though. It was the emotional and the mental when he started with my daughter.
How?
He was telling her like, you're not good enough, and I didn't know this, and you're a user just like your mom, and you're not going to be this, that, or the third, and no school is going to pick you up, and you're not going to play volleyball anywhere. Mind you, she's playing volleyball at Concordia University.
Good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, on scholarship. So.
In this book, what do you want the readers to take away? Because you're having a book signing tomorrow.
Yes.
On Fridays in Philadelphia.
City Line,
City Line Ave. Oh my gosh, City Line used to be popping.
It's gonna be popping. We're bringing it back.
Good. So
Yeah.
what time is that tomorrow?
So 7:30 to 10:30.
7:30 to 10:30, City
PM.
Line Ave at the Fridays.
Yes.
What do you want the readers to take away when they open up, 8 days till Sunday? What do you want them to take away?
I want them to take away that everybody has childhood trauma. And in order for you to realize why it is that you're showing up as an adult and why like your mental health may be the way it is or isn't, we have to go back to our original childhood trauma, which is the original wound. And that changes the trajectory of your life no matter what. And I think that once you do that and once you realize like I have to self-soothe and I have to like go internal and I have to do the shadow work. Once you do that and you sit with yourself and you have those uncomfortable conversations, then you're gonna have a perfect life damn near.
Yeah.
You really will. You're gonna start loving yourself. I'm like obsessed with myself now.
Are you really?
I didn't love myself before, but I do now. I'm not going for anything. I don't care who you are.
I'm so happy for you with that.
Thank you.
The conversations that start from the readers of this book,
Yes.
what conversations do you want that to be?
I want to start. Mental health is huge. I want us to speak about mental health. I want us to have all the uncomfortable conversations. What happened to you?
Right.
What happened to you?
Right.
Let's talk about it. Nothing for me is off the table. And if anybody reads the book, they're going to see that it's authentic. It's all there.
Yeah.
I didn't leave a stone unturned. And we're going to have every conversation, whether that's financial abuse from whoever, sexual abuse, physical, emotional, mental, the things.
It's so many young women out here today,
Yeah.
and men, that are going through the exact same thing and not saying anything.
Yeah.
What would you say to them?
I would tell them to speak up. Speak up. Use your voice. Your voice is powerful. You have people like me that are going to listen. And I can't be the only one. So that's why at the end of every video that I do on Instagram, I say, or am I the only one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see like when you're having book signings and the women are showing up, they're showing up in droves.
Yes.
They're showing up, they're saying, I can relate
They can.
to this, right? So what is it like from your perspective when you're there? Do they come crying? Do they come?
We always cry. Well, I'm surprised. We're just having a conversation, but normally I'm in shambles because I'm still healing because I've sacrificed a lot of my healing to help a lot of women and men. And men too.
Yeah.
Men are struggling too. Men are going through things too, and I think that's really important that we incorporate everybody.
Do you have a therapist?
I do.
How's that going?
Amazing.
Do you think that people need to speak to?
Everybody needs therapy.
Right.
Because people think that we don't need it, or people think you need it just because you're traumatized or you were beat or whatever. No, just for everyday life, you need therapy to understand different behaviors. And by the way, I'm going back to school for psychology.
Good.
So everybody needs therapy. Anybody that I talk to, they're going to tell you, oh, she psychoanalyzes, because I need to know, what's your childhood trauma?
Yeah.
What's your relationship like with your parents? How did they show up? Were they emotionally available? These are the conversations that we need to have, because my parents weren't. I love them to death still, but they weren't there, so I wasn't emotionally available for my son. But then once I realized that, now I'm overly emotionally available for my daughters, but now making up the lost time with my son. So you have to make the adjustment along the way as well.
How's that going for you?
Absolutely amazing.
I love it. I love that for you. I love that for you. I totally love that for you.
Thank you.
Understanding who we are, but
Yes.
also understanding how do we fix the person we were is a huge part. Is a huge part of success. What would you say right now, the new Sunday? What would you say to the people that hurt you from the past? If you had a chance to say something to them.
I forgive you, because if it weren't for those experiences, then I really also wouldn't be who I am today. I had to go through all of those things, and I'm a big I'm a firm believer on like God made his ending from his beginning. So all of the things, the people that hurt me, I even hurt myself along the way. I even hurt people. That's the end of my life. This is the beginning of my life. So I forgive each and every person. Wow. I really do.
Wow.
Like from the bottom of my heart, like thank you for that. Thank you for the abuse, the sexual abuse too, because I have a story and my voice is so powerful that I know that I'm going to help a 14-year-old or another 10-year-old to come out and say, you know what, you don't have to internalize that, baby girl or young man. You don't have to do that. You could come out and you could speak your truth.
Right.
And people will believe you.
You've done so much in your life
So
right now
much,
and been through so much
So
in
much.
your
It's
life.
like I lived like 9 lives.
and this was going to be the best one. This
And this is the best one, yes. Because now I'm living in my truth.
Yeah.
Nobody can like shame me for anything that I've done. I've accepted, I've taken accountability, I've forgiven myself first.
Yeah.
It all starts with me.
Yeah.
So as long as I'm doing the work and then, you know, people see that I'm building my relationships back up, like my relationship with my sister is amazing, my parents, my, you know, just my family in general, so.
This healing is just watching, and I met you on stage. I met you when you were at Shabazz OG's 3 for 30 interview, and you were talking about basketball wives, and you was like, I would never do that again.
Ever.
Why?
It just brought out a negative side of me, and just where I am now and my energy is just so pure. It's just, I don't even want to be brought down to a place I leveled up from. I don't want to even be in a position that somebody triggers me to put me in a position to where I have to curse you out.
Do you think that hurts young women of the day? Watching images of people that's just going at it?
I do, because it's negative. And I'm just in a space of I don't want the negative. I'm just healing so much that I just want peace of mind. I don't even want to watch it. But I do have a guilty pleasure. I do watch baddies every now and again.
Every now and then?
Every other Sunday or two, right? That's my only guilty pleasure. That's it.
What
I
new
promise.
habits have you picked up?
But that's because I gotta say why.
Okay.
Because it's something that I bond with my daughter. So
Okay.
she watches it. She's like, Mom, let's watch baddies. So all right, and that's it.
That's it. That's all you got.
That's all I got.
Okay.
For you. Negative.
What new hobbies do you have for the new Improved Sunday?
Goodness. Cooking. I'm a Michelin chef, a master chef, a YouTube chef.
Is she?
Listen, I taught myself how to cook. Because guess why? Because the guy my ex, he told me that my food tastes like SHI, you know.
You know.
Yeah, and it was terrible. And I said, oh my gosh, my feelings was so hurt.
Yeah.
My feelings were so hurt. And I just was like, wow, I gotta fix this. I'm gonna show him, and I'm showing him. Yeah, my curry chicken, he ain't gonna never have no curry chicken like my curry chicken, period.
I want to go back real quick of having the strength to leave. Did you leave in the middle of the night? No. Like when, like
it was
how?
A plan. It was very strategic.
He left, he came home, gone.
And you know what's crazy? I had to literally, I planned to leave, right? It was a whole divine intervention type of situation. Like, my family just swarmed in, like, this is what's going to happen. They facilitated the whole move for me, so I didn't have to do anything within the house because I had to, record everything behind the scenes. You know, he started to spiral. And I didn't know what was going to happen. So I was just recording everything behind the scenes and documenting everything. And then once he started with my daughter, I knew, I was like, I can't have her go through this.
It too.
There's enough that I'm going through.
Right.
And I'm thinking, well, maybe I deserve it. Maybe this is just, how marriages end up. But no, absolutely not. Wow. That's not how things go. And once he did that to my daughter, I just made the conscious decision, I gotta go. And we started planning accordingly. Silently, I had to still sleep with this person. I had to still just act like everything was normal, run his bath order, cook his food. Anything you could think of, I had to do. And then he came home one day, and there was no electric, gas, water, internet, nothing, just echoes, and I was gone. And I haven't seen him since in person.
How did you rebuild your trust in yourself, right?
Yeah.
To get to the point that you say, Sunday, I love you.
Prayer. My relationship with God is so strong. Like I told you, I'm Muslim, so my 5 a day, my 5 prayers, mandatory. So God is really what sat me down and just really allowed me to just forgive myself. And once I started and forgave myself, everything else just kind of just came easy.
In your book, there's plenty of chapters that are really descriptive, that really run down. Was there a chapter in the book, was there a chapter that you did not put in the book of your life that you wish you'd have put in there?
No.
Or it's all there?
It's all there. And then it's a part 2 and a part 3.
Yeah,
So
yeah. And then I think you have some other authors that are writing their versions of their lives as well.
Yeah. So let me explain how that goes. So
Okay.
within the book, there's 8 women with me in total.
Yep.
So it's 7 other women. So I'm going to tell my story within 3.
Right.
And each one of those women are going to tell their story. Stephanie is one.
Okay.
And so that's a total of 24 books, and it's just the Philly edition. And
Right.
then we're going to do the men as well, because we have to include the men. So 24. So out of Philly, we're coming out with 48 books. Then we'll say, like, we want to do Delaware, and you wanted to tell your story.
Yeah.
You would have to go see Dr. Eaton, but it would be within the book.
It would be,
Right, and then we'll come out with 48 books.
A nice series.
Yeah.
That's a movie. All right.
Oh, it's a couple. It's 48 movies.
Yeah, it's
Because
48 movies,
it's 48
easy.
movies. Yeah, easy. Yeah.
With a lot of healing inside of it.
Gazillionaire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she said,
Don't ever play with us. Yes.
the new Sundy Carter.
Yes.
She's here to stay?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Where can
She ain't
people find you,
going
get your
nowhere.
book from?
Oh, Amazon is on all platforms. Barnes & Nobles, Booktopia, Thrift Books, anywhere, Walmart, anywhere you can think of, you can get 8 Days Till Sunday.
But most of all, coming out tomorrow to
Come out
Fridays.
and support me.
Just come say hi.
Just come say hi, if anything. Get a hug.
Come get a
we
hug.
all need a hug. I'm big
Sheesh,
on
you'll
hugs.
never lie about
Get some
that.
love. Get you some real love, because this is what love looks like. You
Right.
see this glow? You see
Right.
this glow? You
It's
saw,
glowing. We
you,
had to-
yeah, we glowing. We had to pat me down. But you saw how I look, right?
Yes.
When I was in the narcissistic trance, I was 107 pounds. My face was going. My complexion was gray. He had taken and ciphered all of my light from me.
Like you were like on the red carpets,
Yeah,
everywhere.
everywhere.
Like
And then it
doing
just, like-
just took it from you.
Yeah. But that's what he came to. What does the devil do?
Still,
Seek, kill, and destroy. Period. We should end it right there.
Bingo. All right.
Yes.
This is your camera right over right
Yes.
there. Go ahead and tell the women and the men about who you are, the book, and all that good stuff. You got about 45 seconds.
So listen, I'm Sundy Carter, and I'm a survivor. I am a writer, a published author, and you can catch me on I want to do this. Where are we? We live
Yeah,
right
you
now.
got right there. Yeah, yeah.
No, listen, just catch me. I'm about to do a whole soliloquy. Forget it. 8 Days Till Sunday. You can catch me on Instagram, Sundy Carter _ is one handle. And 8 Days Till Sunday that's all my other handles. But listen, young ladies, young men, everybody, please love on yourself. Figure out what your childhood trauma is, and let's talk about it.
Sunday, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it. Where can people follow you on Instagram?
Sundy Carter _ and 8 Days Till Sunday on all socials.
I appreciate you.
Thank
And
you
shout
for
out to
having me.
the House of Bradley for putting this together as
For
well.
facilitating shit.
Chris Bruce.
Shout out to you, Stephanie. We love you.
Chris Bruce, back to you.
Listen, thank you all for tuning in. I hope you got something that'll help you on your journey, surviving whatever it is you need to take on in your life. So thanks again to Stephanie Bradley from the House of Bradley for bringing Sunday Carter into the studio here today with that incredibly important message. Remember to follow, Sunday Carter at 8 Days Till Sunday. That's where like one of those hashtags or one of the handles you can get all the information. So take that journey, own it. Don't keep those secrets hidden because they are making you sick, and do what you can for yourself. We are excited for you to continue on our journey with Good Morning Delaware as we continue to bring great programming to you. Monday's show is stacked, it is packed, and we are encouraging you to join us as we always do, 8 o'clock on Monday. We got a great lineup. Let me give you a couple highlights. Tori from 3 Day Rule is going to be in the studio with us, along with Naya from Keys Cookies and Cupcakes. That sounds delicious. And holiday gifts people actually want. I've got a segment I'm working out that we will be helping you as you get through the stress of holiday gift giving. We've got some great tips that you're going to want to hear. and have a sit down with Barry Schlecker from Barry's Events. He is the local event guy who's brought so many events, including the Brandywine Festival of the Arts and now the Brandywine Holiday Festival of the Arts that's coming up on December 20th and 21st. We're going to be talking about that all on Monday here on Good Morning Delaware. Stay awesome, stay tuned, and we will see you all 8 o'clock on Monday with Good Morning Delaware, Delaware's #1 morning show. Stay awesome. We'll see you soon.